the voice of spirit on earth, and who we are and all we do is a blessing to the world. I am the hands, I am the heart, I am the voice of spirit on earth, and who I am and all I do is a blessing to the world. You are the heart, you are the hands, you are the voice of spirit on earth, and who you are and all you do is a blessing to the world. We are the heart, we are the hands, we are the voice of spirit on earth, and who we are and all we do is a blessing to the world. We're a blessing to the world. Yes, a blessing to the world.
Welcome. Welcome to Unity Spiritual Center of Woodstock. We are so glad that you are here. Thank you for sharing your unique energy with us. My name is Tina McDonald, and I will be your platform assistant today. Our guest speaker today will be Bante Rahula, speaking on the topic of helping the world with healing mind, lifting our consciousness with an exploration on how healing our mind expands the healing of the world. I'm excited. Thank you for being here. Unity Spiritual Center of Woodstock and Unity Worldwide is about living a life that is more spiritual than religious. This means that we believe there is a Christ presence in you that is available and capable of guiding you on your unique path. Unity respects all religions and does not discourage any practice that supports your best and highest expression. We do not insist on any type of action or ritual to accomplish the goal of experiencing your divine nature. We just provide the tools that may assist you in listening for it. Let's start with a prayer. Divine Spirit, we are truly grateful for this beautiful day. We send our love and appreciation to everyone joining us. No matter where they are, we recognize our oneness in spirit and open hearts and minds to your inspiration. Thank you to everyone who has helped make this wonderful morning possible. We trust that there are no coincidences and that everything happening today is for our highest good. In the name and through the power of Jesus, the living Christ, amen. And now I'm going to read the daily word. Love overflowing. God's love fills me and overflows from me. I spend this day in appreciation of God's infinite love, freely given and gratefully received. As I share kindness and compassion with others, I am an instrument of divine love. Divine love expresses through me as not only love for family and friends, but also love for those more challenging. Every person is a spiritual being, deserving of love and kindness. God's love is unconditional, without judgment or expectations. As I allow this love to fill my heart, I also relinquish judgment. I embrace unconditional love that heals all hurt. As I share the love of God, I give and receive the greatest gift of all. This is my prayer, that your love may overflow more and more with knowledge and full insight. Philippians 1:9. Okay. Is everyone ready for a meet and greet time? It's the time in our service when we turn to our neighbors, introduce ourselves, and ask them how their week was. So please take a couple minutes and turn around and greet your neighbor, say hello, shake a hand.
I wanted to get into it, like mess it up, like mess your hair up, go there and boom. Thank you.
Let's continue now with the reading of our 5 unity principles, the foundation of all that we do here together. Please. There is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, God, the good omnipotence. The Christ Spirit lives within me. Thoughts held in mind produce after their kind. I express God's presence and power through prayer and meditation. I put my faith into action by demonstration. All right. Now, some appreciation for everyone who works so hard. First, I'd like to introduce the people behind the scenes, our tech team extraordinaire. Thanks for all you do to produce the sound and visuals, not only here in the sanctuary, but also streaming out live and social media. George Muligano, along with Jackie Gerard. And I believe online we also have Joe Joswiak, all the way streaming from Florida. We're jealous. And next, of course, our service without music specialist, Lori Gray Muligano. Thank you.
Joy fills every cell of my body. Every cell is alive with love. I relax into the healing process. I allow Spirit to do what it does. All healing energy flows through me now. Harmony, balance, vitality, peace. That glorious wisdom that creates and sustains health is mine. I live in divine well-being, now and for always. Joy fills every cell of my body. Every cell is alive with love. I relax into the healing process. I allow Spirit to do what it does. I am starting to realize how powerful my thoughts are. More and more, I am seeing the connection between what I think and how I feel. And when I practice feeling good, taking in good thoughts, good things happen in my mind and in my body. Love fills every cell of my body. Every cell is alive with love. And I relax into the healing process. I allow Spirit to do what it does. Peace fills every cell of my body. Every cell is alive with love. I relax into the healing process. I allow Spirit to do what it does. I allow Spirit to do what it does. Oh, I allow Spirit to do what it does. Ooh. And let's take a nice deep breath in and release that breath as we sweetly close our eyes and take this in. I am a light, I am a light, I am a light in this world. I am a light, I am a light, I am a light in this world. And I shine, I shine, I shine so bright. And I shine, and I shine, I shine so bright. Yes, I am a light, and you are a light. We are a light in this world. I am a light, and you are a light. We are a light in this world. And we shine, we shine, we shine so bright. And we shine, and we shine so bright. We shine so bright.
Good morning. First of all, I want to thank you, everyone, for inviting to be here. Very glad to be here. And thank you, Lori, constantly communicating with me and updating, and the rest of all of you are that being here. So let's begin this with a short meditation. So please find comfortable with your posture and try to keep your back straight as much as possible. Take a couple of long, deep breaths. Breathe in through your nose and breathe out through your mouth. Do it a few times to relax your body and relax your mind. Allow yourself to get settled. Allow your mind to get settled into this beautiful morning. You all are here at this beautiful sanctuary. We are safe. Love is the most powerful thing that we can cultivate within and towards others. Think to yourself, may I be well, may I be happy, may I be peaceful, may I be well, may I be happy, may I be peaceful, may I be well, may I be happy, may I be peaceful, and also send your loving and kind thoughts towards your family. Think about them individually if you wish. Parents, grandparents, brothers and sisters, husband and wife and partners, children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren. When we have a people that we are close to, we love, it's easier for us to cultivate loving kindness towards them. Sometimes we have a difficult family, sometimes difficult to get along with, may have had negative interactions in the past. Please understand that forgiveness is one of the most important practices. Forgiving does not mean forgetting. No need to forget. We should forgive others. Not necessarily they deserve our forgiveness, but we deserve a peace of mind. The moment that you forgive, the moment that you let go, you open your heart and mind for the peace to arise, for the healings to arise. Forgiveness is for ourselves. Send your loving and kind thoughts towards all of your family members, thinking thus, may all of my family and friends be well, be happy and peaceful. May all of my family and friends be well, be happy and peaceful. May all of my family and friends be well, be happy and peaceful. And finally, send your loving and kind thoughts towards all living beings, to the whole world. There are people who are suffering, struggling because of the wars around the world. People are struggling without food, without shelters. Our thoughts are so powerful. Even a simple gesture of thinking, sending our kind thoughts towards all who are suffering, to overcome those difficulties. May all living beings be well, be happy and peaceful. May all living beings be well, be happy and peaceful. May all living beings be well, be happy and peaceful. Now gently bring your attention to focus on your ordinary breath for a moment. Focus on your in-breath and out-breath as it naturally happens. Understand when you're breathing in, you are breathing in. Understand when you breathe out, that you are breathing out. May peace be with you. May no harm come to you. May no difficulties come to you. May all of you be well, happy and peaceful. And thank you very much. And you can open your eyes. Okay. Good morning again. Hope you had a good practice, even though it's a very short practice. When it comes to our experience in this world, it's very unique to each individual. I'm not teaching about religion, but my background is 37 years as a Buddhist monk is Buddhist practice. And not even 2 minutes walk from down here, our temple, Blue Lotus Buddhist Temple, which was used to be a Unitarian church, which is probably the only Buddhist temple that is existent in the world, that the Lord Buddha, Mother Mary, Jesus, they're all in the one place. When people ask to come to the temple, they ask us, what do I need to be at the temple? What qualification? Or can we just walk in there? And we oftentimes said, yeah, you need 2 qualifications. One, you need to breathe, because we focus on breathing when we meditate. Second one, you have to have a crazy mind. And everyone is good with that. We all have a crazy mind. And I said, if you have those 2, you can come to the temple. Because we are not teaching a religion, we are teaching about mindfulness, about the awareness. When it comes to our experience of the world, as we all say, there is one world that we experience, but our experiences of the world is unique to all individuals. Our experience to the world throughout our senses, we have 6 senses. We experience the world with our eyes, with our ears, with our nose, with our tongue of tasting, feeling sensation with our body, and also we experience the world with our crazy mind. This mind called monkey mind, because monkey will not let go of one hand without holding with the branch with the other hand. The mind also the same. Mind will not let go of a thought without holding on to another thought. That's how the mind is. When it comes to the mindfulness, the way that we experience the world, there are 8 things that we experience in this world. This is called 8 worldly wind. Sometimes we experience praises. Sometimes we experience blame. Sometimes we experience gain. Sometimes we experience losses. Sometimes we experience fame, experience disrepute. And also we experience pleasures and pain. We will not experience anything beyond these 8 conditions in the world. When it comes to experiencing these things, as humans, we have liking and disliking to these things. If all the time we experience praises, gains, fame and pleasures, there is no problems. Because that's what we like to experience. Nobody likes to experience blames, losses, pains. Nobody likes to experience those. But these things are, no matter what, even if you like it or not, that is going to happen. And according to the teachings of the Buddha, it's talking about the amount of power that the human us that has. Especially when it comes to our ability to change, to see things differently. This is what makes us quite different to the rest of the animal kingdom. We are not the fastest. There are other animals who are faster, isn't it? We are not the strongest. There are a lot other animals stronger than us. Definitely we are not the cutest. Sea otters are a lot more cuter than us. But we are quite different because of our brain. In neuroscience, what we're calling about neuroplasticity, that we are capable of changing the pattern of reaction, the way we have been doing things, the way have been our perception to things, that we are capable of changing. That's the most power, the human, us, that process. And when it comes to these experiences and how we want to experience the world, rather than blindly reacting to what is happening out there, we can be decisive about our reaction to these things. This is like how you keep your windows open in the summertime. You open your windows and doors in the summertime with the intention of getting fresh air. And there is a door and there is a screen door. And if you leave the door fully open without the screen doors closed, the bugs can come in, dirty leaves can come in, and in the evening, you get relaxed, sit down in your couch, turn the TV on, turn the fan on, and all of a sudden you see all these bugs flying around and all these dirty leaves running around with the fan, and you start blaming everything that is inside the house. But you forgot to close the screening doors. That's why they are there. Now we start blaming. This is what is happening to us. This is how we can protect our peace. Make sure when you open, because our senses are always open, you cannot stop seeing things, but you can be decisive of what you want to see, and you can leave the rest. And when you turn the TV on, you cannot stop, and you cannot decide which to hear, which not to hear. You can hear everything. It's going to be your favorite politician and the non-favorite politician. They're both going to be talking on the television. But you can be decisive of what I want to take, what I want to listen, and to let go the rest. Everything is just like it. Because we are not going to experience the world the same way as everyone else. If everyone else is going to experience the same way, we are going to like everything that is tasting. And I always joke about this. I do not like blue cheese. That doesn't mean everybody don't like blue cheese. It's the blue cheese is bad, if it's an ultimate truth, then everybody should not like it. That's why some people like certain music, the others don't like that music. Some like certain smells, some don't like it. Some like the certain sceneries to see, some don't like it. Some like certain way of thinking, some don't like that way of thinking. That's why we are uniquely experience the world. And in that experiences, we have so much power that we can be decisive, we can be mindful of what we want to take, what we don't want to take. That's the power that human us possess. When it comes to the peace, we talk about the peace, and I'm sure most of you follow these monks who are working for the peace. And I heard one of the monks were talking about they did not start this is to become famous. They start this journey for themselves, not for anyone else. And now I see sometimes people go thinking that they can become saviors and they can find the peace to this world. Peace, finding the peace is an individual effort. When it comes to the peace, without suffering, without experience of pain, there won't be a peace. Because they are coexistence. Everything is just that. Why do we need lights in here? Because there is a darkness. If there is no darkness, we don't need lights. The peace we need because there is a pain. There is unsatisfaction in the world. When there is so much of that, there is a consciousness of ours that is started to arise, asking questions. You only ask about your physical pain when there is a pain, isn't it? When you're not experiencing the pain, you never ask about anything about the pain. When the pain is there, your consciousness arises. It's an unpleasant experience. And your mind is started to question why this is happening. and the consciousness arise. Everything is such. When that arises, the mindful person, this is called gaining the wisdom through our pain and experiences. The person, rather than ignoring these things, started to gain wisdom through this. When it comes to our physical body, this physical body is more like a rental property actually. We can rent it for 70, 80, if you're lucky, 120 years. And then you have to leave this body. And this body, we identify as ours. Even though we identify as this body as ours, it's not necessarily ours. If it's really yours, you should have a fully control over it. You should stop getting old. Nobody likes to get old. You stop getting sick and dying, which we cannot. That tells us this body is beyond control, but we can manage it. We can keep it as long as we like it. And also our mind. And we identify as our ego, as our mind. This mind is not in our control either. This is why when you're sitting having a coffee, these uninvited thoughts come to your mind, all memories come to your mind, all conversations come to your mind, can bring you sadness, joy. They come without invitation. And then, if you would like to project in 5 minutes' time now, this is what I'm going to think about. Nobody can do that. And what that tells you, the mind is not in our control either. And who are we? The body is not in our control, the mind is not in our control. The reason for me to say this, the idea of that we want to control things that is happening in the world, and to get rid of that idea of we want to control. When we cannot control our own body and mind, how are you going to control how the rest of the people are going to drive? How are you going to control how your neighbor is going to behave? How are you going to control when the people that show up in the TV, what they're going to say, how are you going to control them? We cannot control. This is what we call pain and suffering. This first part of 8 things that I experienced, some of these things are painful. We have to go through. Getting old is painful. Getting sick is painful. Losing our loved ones are painful. But even though they are painful, we cannot get away from these things. Pain, if you born into the world, the pain and unsatisfaction is subject to be experienced for all of us. That is called the first arrow. But there is a second arrow, which is called suffering. Unmindful person invite the second arrow to be hit by not understanding what is going on in the world. When you get older, when you go in front of the mirror looking at yourself, see the changes. Oh, I used to be young, I used to be this and that, thinking about it. And that not understanding sometimes that my body is subject to get old. And the second part of suffering is optional. When you understand this, you accept it. When we are sick, rather than asking the question, why am I sick? I've been healthy, I've been doing yoga, I've been eating healthy, all organic food and everything. Why am I? That question what brings us the suffering, which is optional. Or you can accept having this physical body is subject to get these illnesses. And how can I overcome this, putting all my effort into this to overcome this? And losing our loved ones have the same thing. Asking questions of why at this time, why in this way, and why it is to my loved ones this happened. That question what is brings us the suffering. Person who understand rather than asking that question, try to see that we all subject to lose our lives and see that as a conditions that is there, rather than asking these questions and keep suffering, they try to overcome this by understanding. The reason for me to say this is to understand the amount of the power that human, individually, that we possess. Why it is important for us to understand. When you understand that, it gives us so much authority within ourselves that we are capable of finding our inner peace, that we don't need to depend on others to find the inner peace. And our responsibility is to find our inner peace by ourselves with all the help that we can use. And that's what we can use these monks who are walking 2,000 some miles. We can use. But at the same time, not just follow them, not just look at their videos online and all that. Ask yourself, how many steps that I have put it on for my peace? Have I put one step forward to be peaceful within inside with myself? That's the question everyone should ask. Imagine that everyone is asking without a boundary, without a separation, that we all ask ourselves individually this question: what am I doing to find my inner peace? When it comes to our inner peace, there are a couple of things that we can focus on. Because we are living in the society, we are not living alone. We live with our families, we live with our co-workers, the neighbors, with the countries in the world that we live with. In that living, most important part is to protect your peace of mind. That nobody can do it. It's just like when we focus on our breathing, nobody can breathe for you. You have to breathe for yourself. And the peace also the same. We can get so much ideas, we can see things, but the work has to be done by ourselves individually. When it comes to keeping our inner peace, don't force unnecessary conversations. I think the most important thing, creating a lot of the troubles in the world, comes with our words. Whoever created us, probably that's why gave us a one mouth and 2 ears. And said, listen more, talk less. And when you notice, this conversation is not going to go anywhere, not doing anything good for me, not doing anything good for others. And understand I have a desire to have this conversation, but become more mindful and say, this conversation is not good for us. And I don't want to be continuing this conversation. That power, you have it. And don't chase connections. Sometimes we chase connections, knowing it's not doing any good for us, not doing any harm, not doing any good for others. But because of the society, because of what the others think, we chase for those connections. And understand some of these connections that take your peace away from you, understand what is important to you is your peace of mind, and get away from those. And the other thing is no need to react instantly. Take time. Oftentimes, people struggle with regrets. People say, I don't know why I said this. I don't know why I did this. Oftentimes, this is how the mind, in order for reacting, not reacting, we have to understand how the mind works. Mind is very funny. Mind likes to keep all the receipts. That's why whenever you heard somebody's noise, sound, if you have all memories, your reaction will be automatically. When you hear a name that somebody used to call you, when you hear that name, because you have given so much meaning into it, mind have react to that, and mind have memory of it, receipt of it. Soon after you heard the sound, it will react. And that reaction comes automatically. But this is what the neuroplasticity is, that we are capable of changing that. When we know that, we can change. This is what the mindfulness is. That's why, the reason I said the mind is funny, in order to do this, you need help from the mind. And the same mind that is driving us crazy, we are asking help from the same mind, which is very difficult to do. But we can do it. You have to constantly keep pausing to do that. But when you do that, that's why the loving kindness is so important. No need to get frustrated with you. Remember, I have conditions for 20, 30, 40, 50 years of doing this. Now all of a sudden I'm trying to be changing this. And when you try to change that, it's not going to happen right away, overnight. This is where the loving kindness comes to help. I am trying to do this, but it's going to take time, and I'm going to be here, and I'm taking my time to adjust myself. This is where the loving kindness comes. And I will finish this with a funny story that happened to me, and tells you about the mind. I was about to start a meditation sitting in front of the temple down here. You know, there is a lot of stop signs here. And I stopped at somebody stopped at the light in a white truck, and I was about to meditate. It was around 6:30, 7 meditation. I was with a group of people, and this gentleman gave me a middle finger. After stopping the car and gave me a middle finger and drove away. And I just waved at him. And soon after he did this is what the mind does to you. Soon after he did this, my mind brought me a thought, saying, you are about to do something so good. You are about to meditate. Why would he do that to you? This is the thought. It was somebody else's finger. Now this thought came to my mind saying he did to me. Now it became my issue. Until that thought come to my mind, it wasn't my issue, it was his finger. Now even after 5-10 minutes, he probably at home having a beer, his finger is stuck in my head because I took it as mine. And soon after that thought came to my mind, I thought I'm not going to react to this and I'm not going to take it personally. And I said, I'm going to be more generous. He gave me 1 finger, I gave him 5 of them. So see, the power that we have is a small story, but the power we have, we cannot change the world. We cannot change how the people are reacting. We cannot change what the other people are going to say and do. But we have so much power, and we have so much power that if we don't want those negative energy come to us, and we can protect ourselves. In that protecting also, if you can do with compassion and love, that's the best way to do it. When I was waving him, I was thinking that I want him to not to feel what he's feeling inside. Because if he's feeling something good inside, he wouldn't do that to me. So all I can do, rather than being mad at him, I can give my good wish that he should feel something good inside his heart, that he doesn't have to do what he was doing. That's all I can do. When I do that, I don't have no anger, animosity towards him. It free myself, and it still protect my peace. So that's my message to you today. And if somebody give you 1 finger, be generous. Give 5 of them. And understand the amount of power that you have, and protect your peace. When individually we protect our peace, the world is going to be peaceful. And thank you so much. And thank you for the opportunity. Have a wonderful day. Thank you.
My religion is kindness. My church is nature. My God's a feeling that's deep inside. My job's to be conscious. My path is forgiveness. My religion is kindness. I practice it every day. Everyone has a story. Everyone has pain. When we strip away our mask, we find we're really all the same. It's those little things we say or do that can mean so much. It's a smile, a connection, a simple loving touch. much. My religion is kindness. My church is nature. My God's a feeling that's deep inside. My job's to be conscious. My path is forgiveness. My religion is kindness. I practice it every day. Today I'm gonna ask myself, what more can I do to be a radiant child of God and let my love shine through? Gonna let my heart be my guide to give the best of me. Gonna share my joy, share my love, give it boundlessly. My religion is kindness. My church is nature. My God's a feeling that's deep inside. My job's to be conscious. My path is forgiveness. My religion is kindness. I practice it every day. Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. Jack fell down and broke his crown, and Jill came running after. She said, Jack, tell me, what can I do to help ease your mind? He said, hold my hand and just be kind. I know that I'll be fine. My religion is kindness. My church is nature. My God's a feeling that's deep inside. My job's to be conscious. My path is forgiveness. My religion is kindness. I practice it every day. My religion is kindness. My church is nature. My God's a feeling that's deep inside. My job's to be conscious. My path is forgiveness. My religion is kindness. I practice it every day. My religion is kindness. And I'm gonna practice it every day. Ooh, yeah.
This is the time in our service to collect and accept your tithes and donations. If you would please go ahead and take out your gift. If you are online, you can go to our website, unitywoodstock.org, and click on the Joy of Giving tab. Here at Unity Spiritual Center of Woodstock, we are self-supporting. All your donations directly support the talks, classes, and events that we facilitate. If you are in the sanctuary with us, please take out your gift and place it in your hands as we bless your gift here. Those of you who are online, please hold your gift in your heart. We acknowledge these blessings with a short prayer. Divine love, flowing through me, blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. For those of you in the sanctuary, the greeters will gratefully accept your gift at this time. For these gifts and for these gifts and all of you givers, we say all together, thank you, God, thank you, God, thank you, God. Unity Spiritual Center is a ministry based in prayer. You are invited to fill out a prayer request form at the prayer station to the right of the doors of fellowship and drop it in the prayer box right over here. Your request will be prayed for 30 days by our prayer team and Silent Unity. If you would like a confidential affirmation prayer, you can meet with our prayer chaplain, Jackie Chura, after service. You are also invited to light a memory candle located at the rear of the sanctuary. It will be lit every Sunday until it goes out. We graciously accept your donation of $2 in the receptacle below the candles to help pay for their replacement once they burn out. And now, time for announcements. Okay. Sunday, February 1st, that's today. Sue's friends are going to be meeting for a Valentine's party. For more information, hopefully you have the information that you need already, since it's today. But you can find that information at unitywoodstock.org. Also on February 1st, well, youth ministry would already be happening. Valentine's during the Sunday service class. Afterwards, we would like the congregants to help finish them in fellowship. Okay, so the kids are making some Valentines, so we're going to finish them up in fellowship after the service. That'd be great. Next Sunday, February 8th, unlock your potential through shadow work. That is going to be fantastic. Hopefully everyone will be here for that. I'm looking forward to listening to Michelle Burke and hearing her talk and learning more about that. Okay, then Sunday, February 22nd is again our fourth Sunday activity. It'll be Project Linus. We'll be making blankets for children 0 to 18 years old in the U.S. who are seriously ill, traumatized, and otherwise in need. So if you haven't done that before, it's tying all of the ends all around the sides of the blankets. It's fun. Have a little good conversation. Don't need to know how to sew. Everyone can do it. We also have a special request, as you can see there, from our board of directors to please wear your name tags. If you don't have a name tag, let us know. We'll be happy to make one for you. Recycling Sunday, first Sunday of every month. Youth ministry, first and third Sunday of the month. Christ Mind Study is on the second and fourth Saturdays of every month in Power and on Zoom. So if you can't make it in person, it is on Zoom. Fun Day Sundays are the fourth Sunday of every month, meeting in fellowship instead of in the sanctuary. And it'll be a potluck. So every month we get to bring food and share with each other. That's always fun. All right. Conclusion. We could all stand now and finish with our prayer for protection and the peace song. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. And so it is. Amen.